We all have to do things we don't enjoy doing, like changing dirty diapers, folding laundry, and doing the taxes. But you know what? Having sex shouldn't be on that list. It should be one of those things we actually enjoy. Having sex should be something that's fun to do and something you look forward to doing. Because, hey, if it's more fun, you'll probably enjoy doing it and you might want to have it more often. So today, I want to share with you just 3 simple ideas to make your sex more fun. Welcome to the Great Sex Podcast. I'm Dr. Heather England, and I'm a licensed professional counselor, a certified sex therapist, and a relationship expert. Join me for candid conversations about the things you truly want to know and answer your burning questions. I want to empower you to create the life you truly want. Today's episode is sponsored by my brand new course called Toy Talk. It's all about using sex toys. Have you tried using sex toys before, but you aren't sure how to get the most out of them? Or have you always been curious about sex toys, but you felt too uncomfortable to try them? Maybe you want to learn from a trusted source and get some recommendations for the best sex toys. This tasteful course will teach you all the basics and more. It includes lots of great tips to help you in both individual and partnered sex. And you can find out all about it on my website, lovefilledlife.com. I've worked with many people that really don't enjoy sex, and for the most part, they tend to be women. And the reason they don't enjoy sex is typically because it's just not a lot of fun. It's not something they look forward to. And if you're not excited to do something and you don't look forward to it, well, then you're probably not going to have a lot of desire to do it. There's a host of other reasons that kill people's desire. And I did an entire podcast about that. So for many people, when they tell me that they're not interested in sex, the first question I always ask them is, well, what kind of sex are you having? And when they talk about it, then I realize they're not having sex worth wanting. That's why today I really want to share 3 ways that you can make your sex more fun. I'm not telling you should have sex. In fact, I don't think you should ever have sex unless you really want to have sex. But I want to help you with ways to improve your sex life. One of the easiest ways to make sex more fun is to be a tease, be a flirt. Remember when you used to flirt with your partner long ago and how much fun that was? Well, be flirty. Make your partner want you. Make them want to just grab you and have sex right then. But don't let them, because you're teasing them. You can do this in so many ways. You can tease your partner by parading around naked in front of them. You can wear sexy clothing and kind of flaunt it in front of them. You can send them fun little text messages or leave them little sexy notes. You can touch them in a certain way. You can just give them that kind of flirty little look. You can even send them a picture if that's something that you feel comfortable doing. There's so many great ways you can tease your partner. Try just one of them and see what happens. You might actually enjoy the teasing part. Now I want to tee up the second idea. A way to make sex more fun is to try something new. Anything we do the same again and again and again gets boring. Sex should not be boring. Sex should be so much fun. When we do the same thing all the time, it becomes very vanilla. Imagine if you ate the same food every day. You would get so sick of that same food. So people that have the same kind of sex all the time, they kind of get sick of sex. So shake it up, spice it up, do something new. There are so many things in this category that you can do. You can have sex in a different room. You can have sex on a piece of furniture. You can have sex in the car. You can have sex in the backyard. You can have sex in the park. You can have sex in the shower. You can try a different position. You can try different types of sex. You can try different types of foreplay. You can role play. You can dress up. You can go out on a date and pretend that you're strangers meeting each other for the first time. There's a ton of great ideas of ways that you can do something new to make your sex just have a little more pizzazz. And now I'm going to share my last idea with you. A great way to make sex more fun is to try a sex toy. They're called toys for a reason because they should be fun. And oh my goodness, there are a gazillion sex toys out there. for both individual use and partnered use. They're fabulous. If you haven't tried out a good sex toy lately, you are missing out because there is a huge market out there. There are some really creative people thinking up sex toys, and I'd really love to know how they do the market research. If you buy a new sex toy, I always recommend that you try it out first by yourself. That way you can get comfortable with it and you won't feel as awkward when you pull it out to try it with a partner. And I also recommend you never pull out a sex toy for the first time with your partner and expect them to use it with you or on them. And the reason is they have to have consent to use a sex toy. And sometimes in the heat of the moment, that can be really upsetting to people if they're expected to use this new sex toy and it kind of wigs them out. There are so many fabulous sex toys on the market. There are dildos, there are clitoral stimulators, there are vibrators, there are anal toys, there are great couples toys, there's kinky toys that you can use. The sky is the limit when it comes to sex toys. The thing is, just try one. And if you are really nervous to go shop for a sex toy, you don't have to go in person to a store. There are a whole bunch of online sites, and you can just buy something and it will show up at your doorstep in really discreet packaging. It's not like the box shouts, sex toy inside. It will more than likely come in a plain box. So your kids are never going to know that you ordered a sex toy. Unless, of course, you share an Amazon account with your family and your kids get in there and they see your ordering history or they see what's in your cart. I know this from personal experience. So don't learn the hard way like me. Luckily, because I'm a sex therapist, no one thinks twice that I have sex toys in my cart. But I pretty much always have a sex toy in my cart. What's great about sex toys is they change things up, they make sex so much more pleasurable, and they make it a lot more fun to have sex with your partner. For female bodies, sex toys are awesome because they really help you to have an orgasm. And I'm sorry for all the guys listening, women do not always get off on penetration. The majority of women need clitoral stimulation to have an orgasm, and that is usually not with your penis. A good sex toy can be a girl's very best friend. Alrighty, so that was a pretty quick episode, but I wanted to hit you with some easy ways to make your sex more fun. I want to challenge you to do one thing different to make your sex life more enjoyable. And if you want to learn about sex toys, you can check out my course. And if you want to add even more sizzle to your sex life, you can check out my free resource, 69 Ways to Spice Up Your Sex Life. Thanks so much for listening today. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. I'll see you next time.